Hello, today I have an honor to talk to Vincent. Considering that it's the second time we are recording a podcast due to some technical issues during the first one, I think I can legitimately say previously on 51st Parallel.
Why am I explaining winter? What the hell?
There were some issues, political issues.
What? Yeah, it is crazy. Not really sure.
Alright, hello Vincent.
Hello, man.
You have returned from Texas, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm back from Texas, and it's been a nice trip. It's been a good competition there. I liked it a lot. I mean, Texas, from what I expected, is like my expectations were much smaller. It was big. Everybody there was huge. The cars, not the cars. They have trucks. All of them have trucks.
Mm-hmm.
The trucks are huge. Some of them have spikes, on their wheels. It's crazy. And if I had to like describe the whole thing in 3 words, it would be like sleepless because we had to work a lot. Big, or maybe gigantic, and free. The land of freedom.
Yep.
That type of stuff. But I forgot that rain exists there. The weather was awesome, and all the people were great. So we had a great time. I mean, we came back with the team and all the awards, and we were very happy we did that. So, yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah, amazing. Let's explain the competition.
So the competition is SAE Aero Design, which takes place in the USA, and we compete in 3 classes: advanced, regular, and micro. And we compete against other nations, other countries, and it's just a great competition overall.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and let's probably mention that you participate in this scientific club here at the university, right? And that's how you got to this competition.
Yeah, I participate in AKL, that's Academic Aviation Club. We basically spend our time designing, building, and flying a couple of aircraft for this competition and for other competitions. We fly drones. So the competition was 3 days long, and it went very well for us because we have like a record-breaking amount of awards this year. So we have 3 classes of aircraft, right? We have 3 classes. We have advanced, we have regular, we have micro, and in each class we got either first or second place, and that's just awesome. It shows how much effort we put in and all the time we put in, and it's something we've been looking for a long time.
Yeah, incredible. Good that, it paid off finally, right?
Yeah, everything paid off, so we're happy. We were striving for number 1 in every class, every subclass as well, but I think we can be a bit satisfied with this as well, right?
Of course. What about, by the way, like you said that you haven't experienced like any rain there, right? How was the weather? Was it warm? Was it hot?
Yeah, it was pretty hot. It's 30 degrees Celsius all the time. Like even at night, it was like 20. So that's something I miss, because now, like right now, outside it's like a great weather for ducks, but not for me.
Yeah, not for humans, definitely.
Yeah, it was very windy actually there. It was super windy. Not sure how much exactly, but it was much windier than here. But yeah, it was hot and windy and awesome.
Okay. What about the humidity? And by the way, where were you? Like, which part?
Sorry, we were in, because Texas is a big state, Yeah, we were in Dallas and Fort Worth, mostly in Fort Worth. And we had the occasion to visit Dallas for a whole day. And we went there and saw some tourist places and stuff. But we didn't have much time to explore, though.
Okay, I see. By the way, probably I should have, started the podcast with Добре дошел, Vincent.
Oh, благодаря.
Okay. Let's just explain to our listeners, because of course that's the second time we're recording it, so probably I'm not gonna, ask all the questions I asked you the first time, but of course I'll ask you some of them. So, where are you from, Vincent?
I'm a child of the world. I'm international. No, I was born in Bulgaria. I lived in Poland for 3 years. Then I came back to Bulgaria, and I lived there until I graduated high school. And after I graduated high school, I wanted to come back to Poland. So I'm here now, studying at Politechnika Wrocławska, and I'm getting towards my dreams because
And what are they?
I want to be a pilot who knows how to make his own aircraft and eventually one day, you know, make something out of that. I want to be flying and I want to be making aircraft, so it's working out pretty well for now.
Okay, very good. Yeah, probably we also need to mention that you are on your way of getting like a
license.
Yeah, a license.
I'm doing my hours now, flight time for a PPL license. That's a private pilot's license. There's another license you can do here in Wrocław at the airport. It's SPL. It's for gliders. It's like 6 times cheaper. So if anybody wants to do a glider course, it's almost affordable. It's great fun.
Okay. What about like the theoretical part? Have you passed it?
Yeah. So the theoretical part took some time, but you have to just study a bit and pass an exam at the Civil Aviation Authority, let's say, in Poland here, and you have to go to Warsaw to pass that test. But when you pass it, you can do your flight time. You can actually do a flight time in between, like your inside the theoretical and the official one. But yeah.
But you decided to do it after.
Yeah.
I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Do you want to do your license?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess one day. We'll see again.
You could.
How much time does it take?
The theoretical part or the practical part?
Both.
Both. So the theoretical took me like I don't know, like a month maybe of studying, and then some paperwork to get to the exams. And the practical part, it should take about 45 hours of flying. But you have to meet some requirements. You have to put your schedule on the calendar, and they can choose when to fly with you. Your instructors, I mean. Yeah, the weather is also important because today I had to be flying at like 3 p.m., but they delayed the flight for tomorrow. So I'm gonna fly tomorrow when there's no fog and rain and all that stuff. That's good for the ducks.
Okay, which plane do you use like to fly to practice?
There are training planes at Szymanów Airport here in Wrocław. There, my flight school, which is Noble Wings, has Viper SD4. I can give you nerdy facts about it, but I think I'm not gonna do it now.
Okay. Yeah, probably not. Let's not. Interesting. Okay. You asked me like whether I want to do that. Well, I'm surprised that the theoretical part is not that long, like 1 month it's not that long. And later your exams, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the pace you do it. You can do it quickly if you're a fast learner, or you can do it slowly if you don't have much time for that. You can do it on the side, like when you get back from school or a job or something, you just sit down and study a bit. It depends on the time you spend on it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about that for like the last, I guess, 2 or 3 years. Yeah. But nothing serious yet, like I haven't decided to do that, but probably in the future, we'll see.
Yeah, it's cool. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. There are some parts in the world, like I remember probably in Alaska, yeah, every like one of 100 people there has a license.
You're right. In Alaska, I mean, I've heard about those. There's a certain type of flying that's, what's it called? There's like...
Is it different like from what you're getting now?
Yeah. I mean, it's still flown by a private pilot license, but it's called something else. It's like there's a certain name for that. I mean, they fly it in the outbacks of Australia because there's the only way they can transport themselves there.
Mhm.
They can move around only by airplane
Yeah.
because everything's so far away. But I don't remember how it's called though.
Anyway, by the way, speaking of Australia, would you like to go there one day?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my mom's lived there for a certain time. I want to go there because it seems amazing. It's on the other side of the world, and it's just like it sounds crazy. The whole idea of Australia with all the spiders and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go there?
Yeah, of course, of course.
We
I'm
should
just,
make a-
you know, there is just only one part that I don't get. How don't they fall?
Yeah. I want to go to New Zealand as well. That's
Yeah.
one of my dreams. I want to actually live there. I'm not sure if that's possible.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that a little bit.
Really, I love the concept of New Zealand. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Certainly want to live there. I definitely want to go there first, try it out. But yeah, from what I've heard, it's worth. It's very hard to get a citizenship, so you can stay there. But
Mhm.
it's one of my dreams.
Okay, but like, are there any restrictions if you're just, you know, if you have just a residence permit or something like that?
I'm not sure about the residence permit. I know there's a limit. You can stay there as a
Ah,
worker.
okay,
It's
okay.
like 6 months or something.
What's so good about this place?
The nature, the mentality of people, all the what's it called? Natives, like indigenous people
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They
uh-huh.
have indigenous people. They have their own language. I know that, like, other than that, Wellington is a big like center for attractions and crazy stuff like jet skis and I don't know, parachutism and all of those things you would do if you had a lot of money here.
Mhm.
But it's like concentrated there. There's a lot of those things there.
Okay. I've also heard that probably New Zealand is one of the safest in case we have like a nuclear war.
Shh, don't tell them.
Yep, yep.
I want to go there first.
Speaking of that, I mean, of course, I didn't want it to sound this, but anyway, I've heard that in Switzerland they also have like bunkers. Have you heard of their
yeah.
bunkers? So they have basically like, um, so the way it was something like 105%. So they have like some room for 105% of the population of Switzerland. So basically they have the room for like all the population plus some 5% of, I don't know, of some Germans, you know,
Wow. How do you
running
know
on
that?
the border.
That's a random fact. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
They also develop their infrastructure in this way that they can, you know, blow up basically roads and bridges for the
Wow.
enemy not to get them. So, yeah.
Damn, thanks for teaching me that. Oh, wow. I mean, Swiss people are smart, They didn't even take
course.
part in that war.
Yeah.
I know a little fact about Switzerland. It's about the Toblerone, the
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
It's based off of these walls. They're like cement walls that resemble. I mean, the chocolate blocks resemble the cement walls that are there.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Wow, now it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now, right?
Yeah, of course. Do you like
Yeah,
chocolate in
yeah,
general?
Yeah, I do. Recently, I've been eating a lot of sugary stuff. I don't know. In America, I started eating some sweet stuff because everything there is sweet and with sugar.
Mhm.
And now I can't stop. It's bad. It's very bad. But no, I'm gonna control myself. I work out. I'll do it. Don't worry about my health.
No one
I'll
is
do
worried. Don't worry.
Do you like chocolates and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't mind, good chocolate. But I'm not sure. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I liked more this milk chocolate. I guess it's
Yeah,
also
it's
called
milk
milk.
chocolate,
Yeah,
yeah.
milk chocolate. But now I like more like bitter chocolate. So
So you like the dark chocolate. That's
Yep.
85% cocoa.
maybe not 85, but yeah, 72 is good, I guess.
Okay, not the extremities. Good. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I have a whole in my wardrobe next to my clothes. I have like a big stash of sweets, because sometimes I get sweets from my aunt here, and I love my aunt. I love her. Thank you.
Okay.
And they just stay there until I have like a night I cannot sleep because I have to study. So I just grab something there because it's up above my head, and I just grab something randomly, and then that's how they disappear sometimes.
I see.
But I have a whole stash of those. So
Yeah, but good you have your aunt here, right?
she's amazing, and my grandma is amazing too. My grandpa too. Yeah, they're all around Wrocław, so I can sometimes visit them. It's great.
And this, by the way, it's your father's lineage, right?
Yes, exactly. So my father is here from Poland, from Szczecin, and my mother is from Sofia, from Bulgaria. So their history is a bit weird, but I'm not gonna tell it now. But but let's say
No, I mean you don't have to tell. It's just your
yeah,
personal history. So
Poland is my fatherland.
Uh-huh.
Bulgaria is my motherland. And oh yeah, by the way, let me break a concept. Not a concept. A stereotype.
Okay, go ahead.
Bulgaria is not all about the golden sands. Okay, not all about the golden sands. Not. So Bulgaria is actually full of mountains and beautiful other places that are not at the seaside. I know the seaside is beautiful, but I'm going there on Monday, and probably all I'm gonna do is stay at the mountains because the mountains are beautiful, and it's springtime, and now it's gonna be even more beautiful. Yeah, there are a lot of beautiful cities, very old cities, some old like architecture, yeah, coliseums and stuff. So I don't want to hear the notion about Bulgaria equals golden sand, right? Because it's all about
It's not, yeah.
tourists there. It's all about it's concentrated on the tourists there, and it doesn't really show anything that's like representative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
Stop using golden sand as Bulgaria. Stop.
Yeah. Let's mention some of the languages you speak, because like obviously you speak Bulgarian, right? But you also speak Polish and English.
Yeah, I speak Polish and Bulgarian and English as native languages because that's what we spoke at home, and it's easiest for me to speak in those. But I've learned French in how do I call it? Lyceum is like lycée and lycée français. In my high school, I spent a lot of time learning subjects in French, so I have some understanding of French. And recently I've been learning Spanish and Italian, and like I understand everything you speak in these languages, so don't use them around me. Just a joke, but yeah, I really like learning languages. I know you do as well, so tell me about yourself.
I do. I mean, I speak just a couple of languages like Belarusian, English, Russian, Polish. I've learned like German for some time. Yeah, but I mean, my German is poor. But again, if I put more practice in that, probably I'll develop my skill in this language. Now, considering the fact that I'm like my roommate next door is Indian, so he teaches me some Hindi and sometimes some Urdu words because it's a different language. Urdu is it's sort of similar to Hindi, but that's another language which is spoken, if I'm not mistaken, in the north of India. Well, Hindi as well, but I mean, it's a different language.
Okay, that's cool. What's his name? Is that Junaid?
Yeah,
is that how I say it?
It's Junaid. Yeah,
Junaid. Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry, Junaid. I mean, I know him. I mean, there was a city tour I met him on, right? And we spoke a lot. He still had his long hair back then.
Yeah. Now he doesn't.
I know. I've seen him now, but I was surprised. Like I listened to your podcast, right? But I just saw Junaid on the title, and I was like, oh, I know him.
Oh, okay.
Let me
yeah.
just listen to this.
Yeah,
And
probably
then
there was another person you know, right?
there are a couple of people I
Oh,
know.
okay.
It was like, oh, like this I know. Oh, this guy I know him. There was Kacper Szydłowski. There was Mateusz Boćko, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised.
That's good.
I wanted to say something.
About India, about languages, about what?
Yeah, how's your Hindi?
Well, Junaid says it's good, so I suppose it's good.
Can you say like
No, I can't. That's my answer in advance. I just know some phrases, you know, some words. I can basically understand sometimes when Junaid is speaking. So yeah, like this thing. But I still need to practice my reading in Hindi. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. That's the worst question I could have ever said. Like, I hate it when somebody. When
Yeah.
somebody
Oh,
asks,
can you say
something in that language? I'm like, no, dude, get out.
Yeah, that's true. Again, like languages are cool because again, as we mentioned in our first attempt to record this episode, they can show you this connection between different cultures, between different like people living all around the world, and you can understand better like even your language, right? When you know some other languages, especially of the countries around you. So yeah, that's cool, I guess, right?
You're right. I mean, my theory is the more languages you speak, and you know, and everybody speaks in those, the more peaceful it will become.
Mm.
You know, it's one less thing to worry about.
Are you sure? Because let's see. Do we have some conflicts between, let's say, some people living in one country? Of course we do. So probably that's not the key. I'm sorry to say that, but
You may be right about that, but it's still one less thing to like argue about.
Okay.
For example, there is this. You know what? No, I'm not gonna give an example. It's about languages and
Yeah. No, but I understand.
Copying a
Of course, when you're learning a language, you also learn some culture, right? You understand these people
exactly.
more, and yeah, that's probably important thing to mention. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. You're right. How's like living in a dorm that's full of people? I am living in a dorm that's like not very populated.
Okay.
My dorm is like smaller and there's less people there, but it's like more quiet, so I like it. How's your dorm?
It's good, I guess. Yeah. I wouldn't say that it's not quiet as well. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's loud and noisy outside.
You're gonna have the Juvenalia there as well. So.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know. Let me tell you a story. So there's like exactly in the dorm that I'm currently like living in, there is this club called like Bayer. Yeah, I guess Bayer.
Bayer, yeah.
So they usually like have some parties there on Friday nights, and I hate this time. It's so loud because like I live on the second floor, or let me see. I would call it the third floor.
Okay,
Here in Poland, you have
close.
Oh, I mean, this system is
They
crazy.
messed up the floors.
Yeah, a little bit. Because like at least in Belarus, and I believe in some other countries like the US, they also call it like the first floor is the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I live like in Polish it is the second floor. In real life, it's the third floor.
In real life.
Yeah. So it's quite close to this club, and again, it's sometimes loud, and they intentionally open the windows so that everyone can hear it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I know they have these parties, but I've been to one, I think.
Okay. How was it? I've heard that. Okay, let me just say I don't have like many things against the club. But,
Many.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to say that I
open the list.
I don't have anything against, because of course I have some things. But no, I'm kidding. Actually, that's a good initiative. Again, I'm probably the fact that I sometimes don't like it is just my subjective thoughts about that. But
Yeah.
but again, that's good that some people do that. That some people have such initiatives. That's good. I support like the aspiration to do something.
Yeah.
That's what I support. But again, like someone went there and said that there were like no people basically. So something like that. Something that probably it's not that popular as they try to make it.
I mean,
I'm not sure. That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, were there some people except for you?
yeah, but it was like a mixed event. So their DJs were playing at some other stage, right? It was like a club in the center part of Wrocław. In their club, I've played video games because there was this event playing video games. I played FIFA there.
Okay.
But I know they train their DJs there. They don't even need people. They just put on their headphones and just go wiki wiki.
Okay. Okay.
They open the windows so people can hear, and if they like it, they can come. But I think people now sometimes get mad at them because they don't respect the boundaries of, they just play the music so loud that you can hear it from a lot of like a huge distance. And if you're trying to sleep and they break your sleep, it's
Yeah.
nobody likes that.
No, nobody likes that. Yeah.
But
Of course.
if they just go and knock and people are in a party mood, or it's the end of the semester and everybody's passed their exams and they're not home yet, they have like all the time in the world and they want to party, but that's the exact time they should do that, right? If it's, I don't think they do it on finals.
Probably not. Again, like I don't know.
But it must be intrusive. I mean,
Yeah, sometimes like
Pumping
in the
some
middle of the
beats.
semester, or I don't remember exactly, but probably they also had some parties like on Sundays. So like especially if you have some classes at 7:30
oh no,
on Monday, that's terrible. Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
I guess you're not a party person.
No, not much.
Yeah, I had that phase, but I don't think I do that now.
Okay.
Sometimes, after I pass like a hard exam, I want to get knocked out, but
Okay.
that's very rare. Let's say.
I see. What changed?
What changed?
The
I
university?
have more stuff to do now at home,
Okay.
and I just feel more like peaceful when I don't do it, and yeah, sometimes my inner grandfather wakes up and is like, "You stay home."
Or better go to New Zealand.
Yeah, I'd better save the money I spend on drinks to go somewhere else, right? I've been traveling a lot lately,
Okay.
so America's just one of the places. I've been to Amsterdam in like October.
Very nice.
I've been back home to Bulgaria. I've been to the Czech Republic in Prague. And I want to visit some more places now. I wanted to visit Croatia, but since I bought my tickets for home earlier. I couldn't go now, but I'm definitely going to visit Croatia soon. And some other places like Italy, the mountains in Italy. I want to visit them again because they're beautiful. I want to go to Switzerland. I have a friend there in Switzerland, and I wanted to study there. I have been accepted there to EPFL, École Polytechnique Française de Lausanne. That's in Lausanne. And I would have learned mechanical engineering there, but it didn't really match my intentions. So I stuck with Polytechnica, and I'm happy here. I mean, I like it here.
I wanted to ask you about some other countries which are in the region, like in the region of like Bulgaria and these southern Slavic countries. Can you understand some other languages, like Serbian language, for
Yeah,
example?
definitely. I understand Serbian, and it's Bulgarians understand Serbs like Serbs understand Bulgarians, and it's funny because it sounds like a baby speaking, right? They have these words, and it's like a bit softer or
Okay.
sometimes a bit harder, but it's something like you would hear a child say, and then they think the same about us probably. And it's just funny, but we understand each other, right? It's cool. I had a Serbian classmate. We had we were very close with him, and he would always go and eat like a Serbian what is it? Not meatballs. What is it called? Like
I don't know. That's the name of this dish. I don't know any of the dishes.
Yes. And in Serbia, I have this special like, oh, pleskavica.
Oh, okay.
So he would eat pleskavica every like longer break he would be in, and this was funny. He would know all the swear words in Serbian, and he would teach me some swear words, and it was fun.
Oh, okay. By the way, you mentioned that, well, it sounds funny to you hearing like some Serbian people
Yeah.
speaking. Someone mentioned that it sounds funny for some Polish people to hear some Slovakian people speaking. Yeah, it's the same thing.
I know about
Like, moreover, one person told me
yeah.
that, it told me the same thing. He said, like, it's so funny. They speak like babies, something like that. So
I know that fact about Polish and Czech. Czech is also like funny to a lot of Polish people, but it's like a cute kind of funny, right? It's not that. It's not a insulting type of funny. So yeah, there's all these words.
Don't you think it's just common thing among some countries which are close to each other?
Yeah, I mean, it's
because
they grew together and they're brother countries and they have the same language basically, but because of culture and historic events, they just split a bit, and now they have these little differences, which are cute, and they shouldn't be like a big deal to be like, they're not that different. I mean, Serbian and Bulgarian are very similar. Macedonian and Bulgarian. Now here's a conflict I don't want to get in. There's like this debate about the history of Macedonia and Bulgaria. Sorry, North Macedonia. There's the debate about North Macedonia and Bulgaria, and it's all about history and which was first and which had these historical figures. And
okay, so you have this, that basically some of the historical figures, you say that no, that's our person, and they say that it's their person.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. It's probably something similar in Poland for something, but I'm not sure. I haven't read about that, but it's like a big dispute in there. Like, the political scene is like pretty into that right now, and that's the main reason we're not allowing them to get into the European Union.
Okay, wow. Wow, didn't know about that. Wow.
Mind blown, yeah.
No, I mean, it's just, I thought it was just, North Macedonia, not that big country, and I thought maybe they're just, another country from that region, and that they don't have any issues with some other countries, but apparently they do.
No, no, bro. It's different.
Yeah. What about Montenegro or Chernogoria, I guess?
Yeah, Chernogora. I'm not.
Chernogora, okay.
I don't know much about that country, really. I haven't been there, but I know there are a lot of, like in Albania, there are a lot of Mercedes cars there. All the 30-year-old Mercedes cars go there.
Okay.
And they're all on the streets, and it's all class with a cigar and a golden ring.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Cuba.
It's a stereotype. I'm joking, of course, right? But I don't know much about those countries. Maybe I shouldn't just switch between the microphone and the space next to it.
No, that's good.
It would sound weird.
Yeah, probably, but that's okay. You're not a professional. I get it. Okay.
I heard you're a professional now, since you know everything.
Maybe, I don't know. No, I mean, definitely I've learned some things, but the more you learn, the more you understand that there are more things to learn. So yeah.
I really like the idea of this podcast, like connecting people from this place, basically all over, and sharing their stories, and mixing their
experiences,
experiences in their lives. Like, you get to know more about someone, then
I constantly learn something. Like, for example, North Macedonia has a conflict with Bulgaria. No. Even such small facts help me to understand the world better. So yeah.
And you have like you get the
cool.
most of it, but people that listen to the podcast as well, they can connect with others much better. I like it, the whole concept a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just connected with parallel universes, right? You have this guy living in his parallel universe, this guy living in his parallel universe, and when you get them to talk about themselves and like speak about their life, they have more points to connect with, and some people can relate to stuff you say here, and it's just amazing. I mean,
yeah, thanks. Thanks
nice idea.
The feedback. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm thinking about some other side projects.
Yeah,
I'm about to start. Yeah.
like what?
I'm thinking about like another sort of not show, but yeah, another podcast which is more informal. By the way, you're invited.
Okay,
So,
cool. Thanks.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just don't want to reveal the details now.
And you're gonna have the cameras and
Yep.
oh shit, really?
Yeah. I'll have the cameras. Probably we'll
so cool.
record it in another studio because this one apparently you don't like this studio. Do you remember our last time you were like knocking on everything basically, just asking me, "What's that? What is this?"
Nah, man. I was just saying it's probably made by students. Like,
Yeah. Probably it
it
is.
doesn't mean I don't like it. It's a cool studio. There's everything in here that you need to record, and it's working this time.
Yeah, it is working. So, but
it's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll find something even better.
Don't worry about that. It's a good place.
Something like that. Okay. You know what? I don't know.
That's enough.
No.
Let me just ask you about a book recommendation because I need something to read after.
Okay.
After I finish the last book, so now I have something. I have a blank space. I need to fill it up with some books.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some book recommendation.
Okay. Let me think. You know what? I'm actually. Recently, I've been thinking about like, what if I recommend some Belarusian books to some foreigners? So there is this like Vasil Bykov. So he was a writer, and he was sort of famous around the world. So yeah, you can find his books in different languages. So basically,
can you repeat that, Vasil?
Vasil Bykov.
Bykov.
Yeah, okay, I'll send it to you later.
Sure.
Like his name and probably the book I recommend. Yeah, we'll see.
So they're translated to other languages?
Yes,
Okay.
you can find it. I bet you can find it in Polish. Well, basically, that's interesting, but many pieces of literature, which are Belarusian, you can find them in Polish, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never tried Belarusian literature.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta try.
By the way, it's Belarusian, not Belarusian.
Sorry, Belarusian.
Yeah. I mean, I can forgive you now. I'm not that
I'm not gonna
person.
kill you.
Yeah, especially a person from, North Macedonia. Oh, sorry,
Uh-oh.
Bulgaria. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. Well, it's really been a pleasure to talk to you. So I'm saying it's really as if it's
real.
not.
It's really.
No, it's
like,
really.
Trust me, really.
This time it's really. No. Again, like it's.
And I really hope it's recorded this time.
No, it's good. It's fine. Well, thank you very much. And again, I really enjoyed this conversation. And like every time we speak, it's something interesting. I learned something. Yeah. So
thank you,
cool.
Sam.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And let's say goodbye to our listeners. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
This podcast was recorded at Radio Luz, LUZ, on campus of Wrocław University of Science and Technology. You can find more episodes on our YouTube channel, as well as on various other platforms connected to Radio Luz. You can write to us to 51st Parallel Podcast at gmail.com, which is 51st.parallel.podcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening and see you next time.